Hi Year 4, I'm so excited to be working with you this week. So over the next 3 weeks we're going to be working on procedural writing. So we're going to go through today just the poster of what it actually is. Now a procedure is anything that gives you a set of instructions. So the first thing that comes to my mind is recipes. Another set of instructions could be a science experiment, a craft, maybe even a Lego kit. So we use procedural or read procedures every day. But what about writing them? Writing them and coming up with them is a little bit different and a little bit more involved. So there's 3 main components to our procedural text. The first one is our goal, okay? What is it that we're doing or making? The second one is materials. What are all the things that your reader is going to need to make your product or complete the experiment or make your recipe? And then the method is your step-by-step instructions for your reader to complete the task, to get to the goal. Hi Year 4, today we're going to have a look at verbs. Now, we know that verbs are action words, they're doing words. And because procedures, at the end result, we want our reader to follow our steps or follow our process. We're wanting them to do something. So verbs are a really important word type. Now there are 3 types of verbs. Okay, there are action verbs that show action, such as shout, fly, and swim. Then there are helping verbs that help show an action, such as would or could or will. Then there are linking verbs, and they link things together, such as was or become. But we're not going to look at helping or linking verbs today. Today we're going to mostly focus on action, the ones that show action. Depending on what type of procedure you're writing, whether it's a recipe or a craft or a science experiment, that's going to change the type of verbs that you use. So for example, in a craft, some of the verbs I might need might be cut, stick. What else are people going to need to do in a procedure that's a craft? Cut, stick, maybe glue, or even fold. They're all things that someone might need to do in a craft procedure. Hi Year 4. So yesterday we had a look at verbs, okay, doing words, describing an action. Today we're going to have a look at adverbs. Now adverbs are a special word that describes the verb. Okay, it can tell us how often, when and where to do the action or the verb. Now I'm going to have a look at some of the verbs I came up with yesterday, and I'm going to have a think about how often, when or where I would like this verb performed, thinking about my procedural text. Now remember, I'm thinking about craft. Now thinking about my first verb, cut, how would I want my reader to cut something? Maybe it's to be careful, so carefully cutting something. So I'm going to write that one down. So I've got cut and carefully being my adverb. Now to stick, I'd want them to stick it firmly. To glue, well, maybe I'll look at when. When would I like them to glue this down? Maybe I'd like them to glue it down after they've done something else. Okay, now to fold, maybe I can look at an adverb for how often. So maybe I'd like them to fold it twice. Alright, so now I've got my verbs, my action words. Cut, stick, glue and fold. And now I've also got my adverbs describing those verbs. How often, when and where I'd like those actions done.